Hello, you are welcome to this class. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use custom audiences in Facebook advertisements. Okay, so you might have been hearing of things like retargeting, or you might have seen an advert whereby you visited a website and by the time you came back on Facebook, all of a sudden you saw that particular website pop up on your feed as an advert. So that technique, what they did there is called retargeting, and they were able to do that because they created a custom audience of people who visit their website. So you can also use this strategy on Facebook adverts. I use it a lot and it works. And why does this work? I'm going to give you a clue on why this works. Custom audiences work a lot because when you're advertising on Facebook, you are reaching out to very new set of people who don't know you at all from anywhere. Okay, you are just passing by, your people are passing by, and all of a sudden you just bump into them, you stop them, hey, buy my products, buy my service. They don't know you, so it's going to take a while for them to be able to build that trust in you to actually purchase your product or service. That is why custom audiences come in handy, because with custom audience you can show an ad to someone before and then you can retarget them, or someone can visit your website. Probably they were interested in your product and then they left for some reason, they did not buy anything on your website. With custom audiences you can just go back, retarget these people, so the next time they are scrolling on their feed, they keep seeing you. It builds this level of familiarity between you and between them and your brand. So custom audiences are very powerful, and in this class I'm going to be showing you how exactly you can set up a custom audience. If you are watching this video, I'm of the assumption that you have already started running adverts with Facebook. Okay, and if you have started running adverts with Facebook, or you started using any of my previous tutorials, you will have something like of this nature on your screen, and where you have your list of actively running adverts. All right, so this is the Facebook ad manager. I've been through this in the past lessons. If you don't know what this is, you should go back to the past lessons and watch them. All right, so we are going in right now. So to create custom audiences, you start from your ad manager. You need to go to somewhere your ad manager called the audiences area, right? So somewhere at the left side of the screen, you hover your mouse, you will see business tools. Click on business tools. Okay, so now all through there, just come here, click on audiences. So you can see ad manager, ad account settings, but you click on audiences. Okay, so this is the audience area. Okay, so when you are creating adverts on Facebook, you have to set some particular targeting criteria where you pick people based on interests, based on audience, and so on. So every time you create these audiences and you save them, they populate in this area. So you can see some of this is an ad account I manage for one of my clients. So you can see some of the audiences I've created in the past. So you can see Pure Hemp Work, Lagos Web Design Course, Instagram Guide, and I use it sometimes, but you can see some audiences I've created. Now with these people are just cold audiences. All right, so the goal here is to create a custom audience whereby you've shown an ad to someone before and you want to show another ad to that same person based on an action they took. Maybe they liked your post on Facebook, or they visited your page, or they visited your website. There are various criteria to actually include someone in a custom audience, which I'm going to be going into right now. So at the left side of the screen, you will see this create audience button here. So click on it, it will drop down. Okay, so we have three options. Custom audience, lookalike audience, and special ad audience. Okay, so click on custom audience. So we are expecting a pop-up right now where the whole magic will begin. It takes a while sometimes, so you just have to wait for it. You may not need to click that button again. Okay, so it's up now. Now, I remember I said you can build a custom audience based on several criteria. All right, so what we want to do now is we need to select a particular criteria. How do you want to include this person in your audience based on the action they've taken? So you can actually create several different custom audiences. It all depends on you, but some of the very common custom audience criteria are by website, customer list, by video, or Instagram business profile, lead form, events, Facebook page. Okay, so let me explain this in a jiffy. By a website means you want to target people who have visited your website in the past or took a particular activity on your website. Okay, customer list means you probably ran an advert and you were collecting the emails of people who visited your website. Now with these emails you can create a custom audience. Okay, so what you do is you upload these emails to Facebook, and Facebook will match these emails with the users on their platform. So once you do that, it creates an audience of people within that email address. Then you can now create ads targeting those particular set of people. That's for customer list. Now video, a custom audience of people. This is a custom audience of people who have watched a particular video on your page. Okay, so you can maybe you're someone who creates videos on a regular and you're running ads. You can target people based on how they watched your videos, how long they watched your videos, or if they even watched them at all. The next one is the Instagram business profile. Okay, remember you can run Instagram ads right from your ad manager, right? So you can also target people who have visited your Instagram business profile or taken an action or two on your Instagram business profile. Okay, lead form. If you run lead ads with Facebook, you can also use this feature to target people who filled a particular form. The next one I'll go to is the Facebook page, which is very common, the one I use most. These are people who have visited your Facebook at some point or taken a particular action on your Facebook page. Okay, and it's what I'll be using for this example, okay, for this class. So you can also target people based on what they did on your Facebook page. All right, so if the person either clicked a button or liked a post or anything they did, saved a post, anything, sent you a message, you can target people based on that criteria. So you can create a custom audience of people you actually want to reach out to. You can detail in on them. So let me start with a Facebook page. So now we are going to create this custom audience. I will click on Facebook page here. You can use any one of your choice, but I like to use Facebook page a lot because it gives me access to a wider custom audience. Okay, so from here the next thing you need to do, it says add people to your audience, include people who meet which of these criteria, any or all. Leave it on any. That's my recommendation. Leave it on any. Okay, now page, what page? Because you have a page you use to advertise. You might be someone who has about 10 pages. I have several pages I manage, so I'm going to select the page. So I may just use my page for this. Okay, so you select your Facebook page. Now we want to select the criteria. Okay, so it says everyone who engaged with your page. I'm going to click on this now. So you see, which set of people do you want to include in this audience? Is it everyone who engaged with your page? That is everyone who visited your page or engaged with your Facebook page content or ads on Facebook or Messenger. That is, no matter the action they took, they just visited your page. That is a starting point. Or they clicked a post, they clicked an ad, anything they commented, they liked. These are the set of people you want to include. So that's the first one. It's more like includes everybody, no matter what action they took. as long as they did something on your Facebook page. So you can basically target everybody who has visited your Facebook page at some point or the other. All right, that's the first one. The second one says anyone who visited your page. So no matter what they did, they just visited your page. You can select those set of people. The next one says people who engaged with any post or ad. By this they mean they liked or commented on a particular post or an advert you ran on Facebook. So you can select only those set of people. Okay, so the next one says people who clicked any call to action button. That is, they clicked, you know, when you're running your ads, you have your call to actions, you have the learn more, you have sign up, you have download, several. So which action button did they click? It doesn't have to be a particular action button, but at least they clicked a button on any of your ads or posts, right? You can select people based on that criteria. You can also select people who send a message to your page only. All right, and then you can also select people who saved your post or your page. So you can see you have different options for including these people, or you can just select all of them. A lot of times I like to take people who clicked on any call to action button, that is, they actually clicked the button to get on my website. So I'm just going to believe as long as you click that button, you try to visit my website, and if you didn't, I'm going to retarget you, so you will do that eventually. It all depends on your objective. So you are not stuck to just one or two or any of them. You can pick any of them. It all depends on your advert objective. For me, I like to choose people who clicked any call to action button, so because those are the people that actually took action. Now you can also select the time period from which these people took action on your page. Okay, so you can decide to select, okay, maybe people who click any call to action button in the last 30 days. So maybe you ran an ad about 30 days ago and you want to retarget these people. You can just, you know, pick them by duration, your own duration, or any duration you feel like actually putting that you feel is right for you. So let me just put 30 days. Now I'm going to name the audience, so I can click here. Oh, and over here you can also include more people, so you can decide to you know, make the audience a bit more targeted. I can also say, okay, people who clicked any call to action button and people who let me say send a message to my page. So I can have those two. Target people who either clicked a call to action button or people who send a message to my page. Okay, so now I'm going to name this audience. I'm going to say let me say let me just call it clicked page custom audience. Okay, so then once I do that, all you have to do is to click on create audience. So once you do that, Facebook will begin to create your audience and start matching these people on Facebook. So once their audience is created, you will be able to select it when you create ads, which is what I'm going to show you in the next class. I'm going to show you how you can actually use this custom audience to run a live ad. So but this class I've shown you now, this is how to create a custom audience. So you can see it here, click page custom audience, and you can see it's still populating. Okay, so it's populating. It may get to 10,000, may get to, depending on the number of people who took that particular action, it's going to populate, and once it's ready, you begin to use it on adverts. So I'm going to show you how you can use this custom audience in your adverts. All right, so stay tuned and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you.